Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I would like to explain another example on concept of exact and non-exact equations. See, solve x into secant square y minus x square cos y whole dy is equal to tan y minus 3x power 4 dx. This is the given problem. Actually here, given differential equation is not in the standard form of m dx plus n dy is equal to 0. So, transform this term to this side, you will get the standard form. Solution. Given differential equation can be written as, first write this term, tan y minus 3x power 4 whole into dx. Okay, and if we take this term to this side, you will get negative sign. But inside term is negative x square cos y. That's why I will write this one as x square cos y minus x into secant square y whole dy is equal to 0. Take it equation number 1. So compare this equation with the standard form of m dx plus n dy. Then you will get values of m. What is the value of m? Tan y minus 3x power 4. Okay, and what about n? Coefficient of dy, which is x square cos y minus x into secant square y. Okay, first of all we have to verify that whether the given differential equation is exact or non-exact. Okay, so for that purpose calculate dou m by dou y, after that find dou n by dou x. Okay, in this case except y remaining are all constant. So partial derivative of tan y with respect to y is secant square y, and this term is entirely in terms of x only. That's why this entire term becomes constant. Whose derivative with respect to y, whose partial derivative with respect to y is 0. So I don't want to write negative 0 here. See here, in this case only x is the variable and y is constant. So derivative of x square with respect to x is 2x only. 2x cos y minus, here also only x is the variable. So just take the derivative for x only. 1 into secant square y. Okay, here secant square y is a constant term which is in product. That's why don't take any derivative for secant square y here. Clearly we are observing that these both are unequal. So dou m by dou y is not equal to dou n by dou x. So we should conclude that given equation 1 is non-exact. Given equation 1 is non-exact. Now whenever we get the non-exact equation, immediately we should find out the integrating factor to reduce the given non-exact equation to exact. Okay, so clearly we are observing that given equation is not a homogeneous. If it is homogeneous, then 1 by mx plus ny is the integrating factor. Also given equation is not in the form of y into fxy dx plus x into j of xy dy is equal to 0. If it is in that form, then 1 by mx minus ny is the integrating factor. Okay, so type 1, type 2 fails here. We have to check the quantity which is in type 3. See, 1 by n whole into dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x. Please calculate this one. What is 1 by n? 1 by, here we have x square cos y minus x cos y. In both parts x is the common term. So x into remaining term is x cos y minus secant square y whole into, what is dou m by dou y? Secant square y minus dou n by dou x. Already here we have negative secant square y. Negative of negative, positive. So secant square y plus secant square y would becomes 2 secant square y. Minus, we have to write this term which is x square cos y. Oh sorry, not this term. You have to write this term minus 2x cos y. So we are observing that in both parts 2 is the common term. You can also take negative sign as common term in the numerator. So minus 2 by x into x cos y minus secant square y whole into, in the numerator you will get, this term becomes first term, x cos y minus secant square y. We are observing that this term getting cancelled, so you will get the result is only minus 2 by x. So we conclude that 1 by n whole into dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x is equal to minus 2 by x. So the result of this quantity is in terms of x only. That's why type 3 is satisfied. So you will get the integrating factor by using type 3, which is e power integral f of x dx. Okay. Suppose y variable is also involved in this one. We can't eliminate y variable from this quantity. Type 3 is also fails in such cases. In that case, we can move to fourth case. Okay, fourth type. So e power integral minus 2 by x dx, that is equal to e power minus 2 log x. It can be written as x power minus 2, it would be 1 by x square. So however, finally we get that integrating factor of given non-exact equation is 1 by x square. Immediately you can multiply the given non-exact equation to exact. You will get non-exact equation is exact now. Okay, see. Now multiply 1 with integrating factor is equal to 1 by x square on both sides. On both sides. So 1 becomes to how? What is the first part? Tan y minus 3x power 4. And we are multiplying with 1 by x square. That's why 1 by x square is there. Into dx. Plus, write the second term. X square cos y minus x into secant square y whole by x square into dy is equal to 0. Take it equation number 2. No doubt at all. This new differential equation is exact now. Okay. Here the new term is m1 is equal to tan y by x square. Coefficient of dx, we should take m1 as coefficient of dx, but this part has two terms. That's why separate the parts. Tan y by x square minus 3x power 4 by x square. It would be 3x square only. And what about n1? This term by this term. X square getting cancelled. Simply you will get cos y minus x, 1x getting cancelled. You will get secant square y by x. So it is enough to write the general solution now. See. Now required general solution of 1 is integration of m1 dx. Don't forget one important point. In the first part you should treat y as constant plus integral terms of n1 which not containing x variable. Okay, whole into dy is equal to c. Okay. Now replace all values in this formula. This is the formula for general solution of an exact equation. Okay. What is integral m1? You should write all terms of m1 here. So bracket open, tan y whole by x square minus 3x square whole into dx plus, here we are observing that in the last term of n1 x is involved in the denominator. That's why don't take this term in the general solution, just take cos y only. Okay, only cos y is the term which do not contain x in n1 whole into dy is equal to c. So tan y is the constant, so you have to write the integration of 1 by x square only. Already we know that integration of 1 by x square is minus 1 by x, don't forget it. So already tan y is in numerator, so you will get minus tan y by x minus integration of x square is x cube by 3 getting cancelled, so you will get minus x cube. After that, what is integration of cos y? Sin y is equal to c. In this way we can get the required general solution. In the next video I will give some more examples on exact and non-exact equations.